Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's another episode of Just 101 with Juliee, and today I'm actually not in a very good mood. I am not in a very good mood because of the recent happenings. Like, I just felt I should say something about this. Like, I don't like hearing such news. It's really disheartening when this kind of news, this kind of thing happens, especially to kids. Like a 12-year-old boy, what could this boy have done so wrong that some group of boys who are maybe his age or maybe a little bit older than him would decide to do something like this to him? Like, this is just a pure case of man's inhumanity to man. Like, this is really a pure case of man's inhumanity to man. And I really don't know. I know it's not fair that most of the things that children do, we relate it back to their parents. The parents are always at fault. The parents are always to be blamed. But really, we can't even say anything without first of all looking at the background of these children, looking at where they are coming from, the homes they are coming from, because I really don't get it. Because first of all, for you, all these good manners and home training, it comes from home, and it has to start from there. That's why it's really not fair, but we actually have to blame the parents first of all, because I really don't get it. I don't get it, because sometimes I just sit back and I was just wondering, I was just thinking about this. What will give these children this mindset of going to that extent of hurting a little boy, like giving him whatever they gave him and all that? What could give them that mindset to actually do something like that, like go to that extent of actually harming somebody to the point of death? Like, okay, you were actually beating up this boy and you gave him something, and your mind was not telling you that this boy might die or something might happen. Like, for you to lose that conscience, like, it has to come from home. So it boils down to the fact that, okay, what kind of children are parents actually bringing up? Like, how are they actually training their children for them to not even have the fear for life, like have the fear that, oh, this person is going to be hurt? Like, I really do not get it. I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to reason it. I'm trying to just make sense out of this whole thing, but I just can't seem to make sense out of it. Like, what did this boy do? Like, I don't even get it. That up to now, like, when somebody told me what somebody narrated to me that, oh, they were cult boys and they were trying to force him to like, cultism, does it still really exist, especially in secondary schools? For goodness sakes, that children have actually left what they went to school to go and study, but to engage in cultism? Like, seriously, okay, you are doing it out of your own free will. Why do you have to force somebody else to do it? Somebody that doesn't want to do it, why do you have to force somebody else to do it? That goes to show that our schools, like secondary schools, like our schools are no longer safe for our kids. That's just what it means. That is just exactly what it means, that schools are no longer safe for our kids. I know most parents actually put their children in boarding schools because they feel, okay, to give them time to do other things. I know some parents actually think boarding school is just the best because it's to give them time to actually focus on their studies more and all that. Or some parents, maybe they are working, so they don't want any distraction. They just want to dump their children there and just go back to their work and face their normal life without anybody disturbing them or anything. But it's actually not good, because this doesn't speak well of the homes these children came from. Because I really don't get it, how a child that young could actually think of hurting a human being. Like, I really don't get it. How do you think of doing that? Okay, you started beating up this boy and he was crying. Your mind did not tell you to stop. You kept on doing that, and going from, if what I heard is actually true, that you actually went to the extent of feeding this boy something to take, something to ingest, that actually led to his death. Like, seriously, okay, what were the teachers doing when this was happening? What were the teachers doing? That means nobody was actually watching this kid. They allow them do whatever they can do, whatever they want to do. They are lawless. Like, nobody watches them. And again, what I even heard is that this school is that this kind of school fees they pay for in this school is not just a little amount of money. They pay much. So parents actually spend their hard-earned money and pay this amount of money because they feel their children are going to be safe, are going to get the best education, and are going to be safe in this school. And they pay this huge amount of money only for this to happen. Come on. That boy could have just been anybody's brother. He could have been anybody's nephew. He could have been anybody's child. I really don't know how we are going to do this, but this country, this is really tiring, especially hearing this at this time, this festive period, when everybody should just be relaxed at home, thinking of how to enjoy themselves while away time, like rest from all the boredom and all the work and like, People should be expecting to hear good news, not this kind of disheartening and sad news. Like, it's really, really pathetic. It's really bad. It's really disheartening that this child just lost his life for nothing. For nothing. Like, seriously, for nothing. Bullying has to stop. A lot of people went through bullying. If you know you're not like a well-spoken, like, there are children that are outspoken, they can speak for themselves, they can fight for themselves, but not all children are actually like that. And they go through bullying. It's a daily thing. If everybody comes out and start telling their stories, how it happened to them or what happened to them when they were in school, everybody's going to know that this thing has been going on for ages. It has been going on for ages, and this is the time to take a stand. This is the time to take a stand, okay, against bullying in school. No, in any form it comes. Let's not even talk about that, the fact that I do not know why children of 12-year-old and I don't even know why anybody should be contemplating being a cultist. Like, seriously, I really do not understand it. Why should they be thinking about it? So when you watch movie, that's why it just boils down to the home training, like from home, because it depends on the kind of movies these children watch. Maybe they watch these movies where they watch cultism and bloodshed and the rest. And they watch all these things, and they develop their mindset that, oh, I want to be like this person, I want to do this. They think it's the right thing to do. This really needs to stop, and our government really needs, I don't know, but justice must be served. Justice must be served, and it doesn't just end in hashtag, okay, justice for Sylvester. It doesn't just end in that. Like, seriously, because we have a lot that has happened where people will get killed, and it's just end in hashtag justice for this person, and nobody does anything about it. That school, apart from shutting down that school, those culprits, they need to be found. Because I even heard that one of the kids was flown abroad by the parents. Like, seriously, I know as a parent you want to support your child. I know as a parent you don't want any harm to come to your child. I know as a parent that no matter what your child does, you still see the good. You still don't want to see the badness, and you still want to protect your child as a parent. Yes, but still help your child. Tell your child the truth. Say the truth. Like, it will actually help the child to learn. Do not teach the child how to escape in time of difficulties, because it's not even helping the child. On the long run, it will still affect the child, because the child will be thinking, oh, anything I do, my parents will be there to save me, my parents will be there to protect me, and the child keeps on goes on and on doing this same thing everywhere, and it might not end well for that child. So any parent, if this is actually true, that a parent actually flew his or her child abroad so that he will not be caught in this scandal, then that child needs to I don't know, that the parent that even did that needs to be sanctioned. You need to face the punishment that your child would have received. Because I don't know the kind of children we are actually breeding these days. I don't really know what the virtues we are instilling in them. Like, I really do not get it. And if we don't get it right at this point, then the future is not safe. The future is not safe at all. This is just my two cents on this topic. Like, seriously, it's really disheartening. Like, when I heard about it, I was just trying to think. I was thinking about it for a long time. Like, what could be going in the minds of these children? Like, what could be? Has the world or the country degenerated to the fact that nobody cares, nobody has conscience anymore, nobody cares about life? Like, I do not get it, how you can harm your fellow human being and you be so okay with it. Like, you will not feel bad about it. That means there's no more conscience. People don't really care, and it has gotten to our children that our children don't even care about what they do anymore. When they see blood or anything, it does nothing to them, and it's really bad for our future. It's really bad for the generation to come. Like, I don't get it. I really do not get it. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done, and it's not just by saying it. It's not just by words. I appreciate the fact that a lot of celebrities have come out to talk against this, speak against this, but it shouldn't just end in just words. It shouldn't just end in just words. Action needs to be taken. Action needs to be taken. So if you're up there and you know you have the power to do something about this, please, this is the time to do something. This is the time to do something, not to keep quiet, not to just talk because most of the time it just ends in talking. Everybody wants to talk, air their views, and it ends there. I don't know, but that's just what I have to say about this. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the red subscribe button to subscribe, which is actually free to subscribe. Click on the notification bell to always get notified when I upload my videos. Comment and also share your opinions. I would like to hear your opinions, because if you do not have an opinion about this, and I really don't know what must be going on in your head, like, you need to have an opinion about this, all right, on how to make make it better? Like, I really do not know, but you need to have an opinion about this, okay? And I need to see your opinion on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Please, I really am just short of words. I don't really know what else to say apart from what I just said right now, but it's still, I just can't help but feel really bad about this situation. Okay guys, see you on another episode of Just 101 with Juliee. Stay tuned.